When Mark Zuckerberg first talked about the Metaverse, he said it's like bringing people together in a virtual world. Instead of just sending funny cat pictures on Facebook, you could do a lot more. But this idea is big and has a lot of consequences we haven't fully understood yet. Some of these consequences might not be good for us as humans at all. First, let's talk about what the word universe means. When we say universe, we're talking about everything around us, all the energy, sounds, and vibrations that make up our world. So in a way, the universe is like one big song, buzzing with life. Now, onto something curious. I wanted to understand what meta means. If uni means one, why is Mark Zuckerberg's new creation called the Metaverse? Well, it turns out that in Hebrew, meta means dead. So the name could be interpreted as the dead song. Quite intriguing, isn't it? Especially when you consider what the creators might be aiming for with this virtual world. But let's not jump to conclusions. The Metaverse logo features the infinity symbol, which traditionally symbolizes abundance, prosperity, and endless possibilities. So perhaps there's more to this name than meets the eye. It doesn't necessarily suggest anything sinister, but using such a powerful symbol for branding could amplify the company's intentions. When I log into Instagram, I see the word Meta with the infinity symbol beside it. The same goes for Facebook, I presume. What's all this about? Why the shift? These are questions worth noting. The Metaverse is like a super cool technology that helps us make a virtual world using virtual reality, VR, and augmented reality, AR. It's kind of like mixing the real world and the digital world. So, instead of just hanging out with your buddies in a game like Minecraft, you can be in this virtual world with them. It's like they're there with you, but they're not really there physically. They're just hanging out in the digital version of the world. And get this, you can customize your own character in this virtual world. You can pick your own look, have your own house, and even choose your own sneakers. It's just like real life, except it's all happening on a screen. Pretty wild, right? Imagine a world not too different from the one we live in now, but with a twist. It's a world where everything seems a bit like a scene from a futuristic movie, where people hardly move, spend most of their time plugged into digital gadgets, and, well, let's just say they're not exactly known for their slim figures. Sound familiar? It's like we've stepped right into the spaceship from WALL-E. In this digital world, our lives revolve around screens and virtual reality. We're all about having fun digitally, rather than experiencing things in the real world. It's a place where you can create a digital version of yourself that looks and acts just like you do in real life, interacting with objects and environments that feel almost too real. Here's the twist. In this digital universe, you can buy and sell anything you can imagine, from virtual decorations for your room to running a virtual business worth millions. Possibilities are endless. However, there's a catch. While the idea of this digital world might seem exciting at first glance, there are some serious consequences to consider. By immersing ourselves in this virtual reality, we're essentially creating a parallel economy that exists solely online. Instead of spending our money on real-world goods, we'll be investing in virtual items, all while barely lifting a finger in the physical world. So, while the concept of the Metaverse might sound like something straight out of a sci-fi novel, it's a reality that's closer than you might think. And as we continue to blur the lines between the digital and physical worlds, it's essential to consider the long-term implications of our actions. After all, do we really want to live in a world where the only thing that matters is what we can buy and sell in a virtual marketplace? Imagine a world where you can step into your favorite fantasy realms through amazing holograms. You could become Geralt of Rivia, hunting monsters as a witcher, or swing around New York as Spider-Man, battling villains and dodging traffic. It's like stepping into a blockbuster movie, but you're the star, and it's all happening live. There's a catch to all this. While these services sound incredible, they might come with a hefty price tag. Companies providing these experiences could dominate the market, creating a whole new economy online. This shift could deal a serious blow to the real-world economy. Instead of playing baseball or going on picnics, people might opt to do these activities virtually. This move towards a digital world might reduce spending on traditional leisure activities, redirecting funds towards online purchases like custom sneakers, trendy t-shirts, or virtual real estate. And if you doubt this can't happen, it already did. Recently, a guy shelled out a huge $450,000 just to live near Snoop Dogg in the Metaverse. Right now, Snoop's snagging properties in the Metaverse are soaring sky high. Even work meetings are shifting to the digital realm, and real weddings have happened there too. Nike just dropped digital kicks tailor-made for Metaverse avatars, and they even bought virtual shoe companies to sell their sneakers as NFTs in the Metaverse. The birth of this parallel economy running alongside the real one is daunting. Money's flowing from the real world into a digital one, which is kind of nerve-wracking. Tangible assets seem to be losing their value as this new digital economy is getting sky-high valuation before it's even fully operational. But that's not even the scariest part. We're still clueless about where all this is headed. Sure, a parallel economy's been born, but understanding its impact on the real global economy? That's a whole new ballgame. We can't even begin to predict because the factors needed to analyze the impacts haven't even emerged yet. The Metaverse, a vast digital realm, is under the sway of one company and one person, Mark Zuckerberg. History shows how monopolies in economies have wielded power for their own gain, raising concerns about such centralized control. Is the Metaverse truly a beneficial concept? It's uncertain. Giving one entity the ability to manipulate this virtual world with a few lines of code poses risks. Users invest time and money into it, and it could potentially rival the global economy. For conspiracy theorists who speculate about us living in a simulated reality, the Metaverse could validate their beliefs. Our lack of control over its workings could be unsettling. If this notion doesn't unsettle you, what will? Alright, what's the next move? How does the Metaverse make social media issues worse? Let's start with understanding what the Metaverse is. Essentially, it's a place where we spend most of our time in a virtual reality world. It's trendy and cool, sure, but is there a downside? If we're constantly in this virtual world, doing everything from yoga to partying, what happens to real life? Does Earth become less important? The person behind all this is Mark Zuckerberg, controlling our experiences, money, and information. It seems like the Metaverse might not be as liberating as it claims. It could be a way to control us without us realizing it. Negative forces might even use our depression against us. But will the Metaverse make us happier? Happiness is tied to our awareness of ourselves, and if the Metaverse distracts us from that, it controls our well-being. Even if we feel connected to others in the Metaverse, it's not the same as real human connection. Plus, all the gadgets and implants involved could mess with our energy levels and health. So, how do we stop this? Can we even do anything? Is Mark Zuckerberg too powerful? Is this the end for humanity? Maybe not. We still have choices and free will. We just need to look beyond the flashy marketing and think about whether the Metaverse is really what we need. Let's not just buy into the hype blindly. Let's consider if it's truly beneficial for us. As we end today's video, we eagerly await your feedback and thoughts about the content we presented. Your opinion matters greatly to us, so don't hesitate to share it in the comments section below. If you enjoyed watching this video and found it valuable, we would greatly appreciate it if you could show your support by giving us a thumbs up. Also, consider subscribing to our channel to stay updated with our latest content. If you find the information we provide useful, don't forget to share this video with your friends and family so they can benefit from it too. Make sure to press the bell icon to receive notifications about our upcoming videos. Until then, stay tuned, take care, and thank you for being a part of our community.